A land hidden in the embrace of green hills, where morning mist envelops villages and the sounds of nature blend with community activities. Nagaland is a hidden mountain gem deep in the northeastern corner of India. A land where time slows down and life is dictated by the rhythms of nature. Geographically, Nagaland is a state located in the hills and mountains that are part of the Eastern Himalayas, making it a largely mountainous country with the highest peaks. This state is one of northeast India, directly bordering Myanmar to the east. This high altitude creates a cool and pleasant subtropical climate year-round. It supports dense forests and fertile soils that serve as the center stage for simple yet culturally rich village life. Life begins before sunrise, not with an alarm clock, but with the cold kaput and the crowing of the rooster. The community's primary activity focuses on agriculture, particularly through slash and burn cultivation or through terracing systems that carve steep hills into fertile rice paddies. A legacy of ingenious adaptation to the land. Hard work like collecting firewood or clearing paths is often done collectively, an activity filled with laughter. Meanwhile, meals consisting of hearty stews, local meats, and wild vegetables from the forest shared with neighbors create strong bonds of kinship. Although the community here is largely Christian, they maintain a remarkably rich culture, with each of the 16 main tribes having a distinct identity. Leave him, leave him. Rice is the defining crop of life in Nagaland. The people here are known for their extraordinary skill in farming on sloping land. They are hidden architects, building stunning terraced rice fields, as seen clinging tightly to the mountain slopes. Olemp Cameron. This system is not only beautiful to look at, but also a sustainable form of agriculture, designed to resist erosion and maximize rainwater use. Harvested rice is usually stored in traditional granaries to feed the family throughout the year. Rice farming here is more than just cultivation. It is a hereditary heritage and a guarantee of food security. Besides rice, diverse horticultural crops support their daily livelihoods. The cool mountain climate is ideal for a wide variety of vegetables and fruits. People grow leafy vegetables and tubers in small gardens around their homes. In some areas, apples are even grown for consumption and sale. These orchards are often located on communal land, supplementing the village's collective income. Overall, rural Nagaland agriculture is an economic model focused on self-sufficiency and the development of high-value commodities that capitalize on the beauty and fertility of their mountainous landscape. Although far from the hustle and bustle of the big city and the simplicity of material things, life here is an experience rich in tradition, resilience, and deep warmth. True wealth is measured not by material possessions, but by harmony with nature and the strength of community ties. Amidst the bustle of the never-sleeping city, an experience emerges that feels like a beautiful dream far from all the chaos. It's not about material luxury, but about the spiritual richness that comes from simplicity. The air here still feels cool and pure. Working together to cultivate the fertile soil. This activity isn't just about planting, but also about directly touching the earth. Feeling its moist, loose texture under your fingers. Here, the ears are pampered by the boisterous sounds of nature. The lively chirping of birds greets the sun. The gentle rustling of the wind through the tree leaves. All these sounds combine to create a soothing soundtrack. And most special is the clean mountain air. It's so fresh, cool, and pure. Every time we take a deep breath, it feels like our lungs are being cleansed, washing away the fatigue and dirt of city life. There's a warmth created when we work. Sweat dripping from our foreheads is a sign of sincere, shared hard work. There's laughter and jokes that naturally strengthen the bonds between neighbors and families. There's no competition. There's just mutual support, sharing burdens, and celebrating the fruits of our labor. This beautiful experience, with all its peace and togetherness, can never be found in urban life. Cities offer all the conveniences, but often at the expense of our inner peace and natural health. In the village, we may be physically exhausted, but we regain peace of mind, a clear soul, and a very real happiness. This is a priceless gift, exchanging the stress of the city for peace, fresh air, and deep family bonds. In the heart of the Nagaland hills, where mist often shrouds the valleys and the air is cool year-round, the villagers' economic activities are entirely centered on the land they cultivate. The rich soil and unique climate make this region a natural food storehouse. Farming is a defining feature of destiny, not just a sideline. The wood stove is the heart of the village. More than just a cooking utensil, it is the center of gravity that brings life to the home. From the morning smoke that wakes us to the evening warmth that unites us, its embers hold the essence of village life. Simplicity, independence, and unbreakable family bonds. It is a faithful guardian that symbolizes warmth. Sitting by the wood stove in a simple kitchen, inhaling the aroma of the stove's smoke immerses us in memories of the past. Where deep in our memories, a faint shadow still lingers before our eyes. The atmosphere of our growing up in a simple home. Standing in the kitchen watching our mother light the fire for cooking. It wasn't just a flame, but the pulse of the morning in that house. The sound of wood scraping and her breath as she blew on the embers was always followed by a small pop. The thin smoke that danced around her face seemed to form the sacred aura of a goddess, creating warmth from nothing. The smell of smoke mingled intimately with the aroma of cooking. It was a village scent that could never be recreated anywhere else. Village children may not have expensive toys, but they had vast fields and endless skies. For them, happiness was simple. As simple as the simple food served by their mother. Organic. Now the stove had long been extinguished. The rickety chairs on the porch no longer creaked. The smell of smoke had been replaced by modern fragrances, and the voices of father and mother could only be heard in my mind. My heart suddenly felt so tight, attacked by a longing that was both painful and sweet. The emotion crept in, realizing that the days that felt ordinary back then were now the most precious treasure I had ever owned. We missed the village, we missed the house, we missed the atmosphere. In truth, What we missed most was the presence of our parents, who with love and patience had transformed a simple kitchen, a worn wooden house, and the scent of stove smoke into the eternal definition of the paradise we lived in. We were happy to have felt that warmth, but this longing was truly unbearable. It crept in like a morning mist that never left our memories.